Well, I think it's a dream. But I'd like to thank all my supporters and everything else.
Then in second position, 351 was Barry Lee. Well, we must say to Barry that it said in advance on that he was going to take his 5th title, but it didn't happen that way round. No, it didn't happen. Accolades for tyre companies. Well, there it is, Barry Lee then in second position, not usually out of the hunt. And his new car, I think, not too bad. It's coming a little bit towards the end, but apart from that, there's no major problems we have. Then in third position, we go across the water to number 962 from Northern Ireland, Ormond Christie. There's Ormond Christie then, and together with Ivor Greenwood, I certainly think have posed a major threat to the English drivers in the world of hot rod racing, and indeed the drivers from the rest of the world. Certainly Northern Ireland very much on the map now in hot rod racing. It's very nice to see them here with all their good supporters as well. Well done to Ormond Christie. We have a number 937. Just coming in here. I can just roll up.
Well, Mick Collard, 1980 World Hot Rod Champion, how does it feel?
I don't know. I just can't think of words to explain myself. I honestly can't. I know they say it always comes to the ones that wait, but I've been waiting that long. I thought that was an old wives' tale. Honestly, I just don't know what to say.
In the race, you slowed up a little bit. There was a little bit of, we thought you had a bit of mechanical failure. What was that?
Well, my throttle jammed a couple of times, about quarter throttle, and it wouldn't shut off for the corner, so I was overrunning the corners, and I had to switch it on and off with the ignition switch. But I kept flicking it back with my foot, and in the end it come back again after about 6 or 7 laps. I let Barry get away from me then. I thought my chances had gone, but then I thought, well, this is my only one and only chance, I will try, and then I could see Barry in a little bit of difficulty, I think. I thought his tyres were giving out a little bit on him because he did run a hand-cut slick down one side. Anyway, I made the right choice on dry tyres and he went to hand-cuts down one side. I made the wrong choice beginning of the year on television, and he took I think it was a Southern Championship or wherever it was, and I've taken the world. Well, I don't know what to say. I just don't know.
How about the Goodyear men that came here today? Were they absolutely over the moon, or?
Yeah, they seemed very, very pleased with themselves, and like I said earlier on, I thought it was going to be a little bit of a tyre war, and it did turn out that way, but Goodyears have come out on top.
Certainly helped to keep the car stable out there. Surely, did you panic for the last 10 laps? What was your thoughts for the last 10 laps?
Well, I saw Barry there and he wasn't leaving me any room, and I was pressuring him, and I saw the back markers come in and one thing and another, and I thought I could hear him slightly missing. He was braking very early for the corners. I could go faster if I could only get by, and he was a crafty old fox, and he did make a bit of a mistake, and I did get up the inside of him. Well, that was good enough. That's all I needed. I only needed just 1 inch. That's all I needed.
Well, the crowd went beside itself. It was throwing things out. I thought we were going to throw a few spectators out on the track at you. But it was a well-deserved win, and I think on the day it was magic. Well done, Mick Collard, 1980 World Champion.
Thank you.
There you go. Barry Lee, second in the World Hot Rod Championship, 1980. Very choked you must be to have that kind of fault go wrong with your car. You're lost for words, I expect, but we'll ask you a few.
You should know me better than that. I'm never lost for words. But it couldn't have gone to a better man. I really mean that. And let's be honest, Duffy chased me very, very hard. We both made the right tyre choices this year. Thank God it wasn't down to a driver's error or my mechanic's error, because both Sonny and I have worked so hard for this year again, and it's down to something that we haven't found yet. It's an electrical fault, we think, or it could be the fuel pipe in the new petrol tank isn't right at the bottom of the tank. It's one of those things. There's still another year. Borg actually is better than I am at tennis.
Well, 4 times world champion. I suppose you'd like to have had the 5th, but that last 10 laps, when the misfire came along, did you think, oh no, or what was your actually thoughts of the last 10 laps?
My thoughts I would prefer to keep to myself, but thank God that you personally have heard the misfire and everybody else in the stadium has heard the misfire, so I don't have to make any excuses. But I'm still not taking anything away from a great friend and a great hot rod driver, Duffy Collard.
Motor racing has its good moments and can have its real bad moments, and I'm afraid that was a real bad moment for you.
As far as I'm concerned now, Keith, 1980 World Championship is gone. I've got a heat tonight, which I'll be out in, and I'm working for next year's championship.
Well, you can't have done too bad, Barry. I mean, 4 times world championship, second. You've had 2 seconds, 2 fourths, and a broken throttle linkage. So I think Mick Collard deserves that today. But on the other hand, it was a very good race to watch, and I'm afraid that you lost. So maybe next year.
There again, I've got George Polly out again next year with a bit of luck. So who knows, you could be out as well. So it'll be a good year next year. We'll be back.
Well, Ormond, a long way from home and 3rd in the world 1980 championships for hot rods. How do you feel?
So. Pretty good race. It worked out not too bad. I got badly held up in traffic, but that's, I think, the biggest reason for that is you don't know the cars that you're racing with, and it's very hard to decide which ones are the quick ones and which ones are the slow ones. And I just picked the wrong lane one time and just lost about 6 places, and I managed to get back into 3rd place. In the early stages, I think if I could never have lost touch with the leader, I think I could probably have been in with a good chance, getting a higher place, but that's the way it goes.
Did you at one time think that you could go by Barry?
Oh, in the early stages I definitely could have gone by him, but I thought I'll let him make his way. He knows the way around here better than I do, and that's probably where I made my mistake, That's just, the only thing is on the bone dry track later on, I don't know, I think I was probably going quicker in the later stages, but then Barry and Duffy were having a big ding dong, and that's inclined to slow you down slightly. So on the wet, in the early stages, I definitely was quicker, but
I bet your mechanics and family are well chuffed that you at least got a 3rd. And
well, I think we're all sort of fairly well pleased that I finally finished one. This is my 3rd attempt at trying to finish one. I never managed to do it, so I finished one at last.
Well, you've got something to take back to Ireland, and let's hope we see you here next year, and maybe, just maybe, it'll be for